Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Pay and welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. We've got some pretty exciting news as far as Mavia is concerned in a few different reasons. So they just pushed out the biggest update ever yet with over 400 different changes. This is right before global launch and there's quite a bit of stuff that happened. So I want to dive right into it and we're going to talk about it along the way.
I want to play.
So first thing you'll notice right here, if you're in your profile, you can now link it with an Apple or Google account. It's very important for everyone to know. Obviously, Apple is generally pretty secure. If you're going to use a Google account, make sure you have 2FA, other security features, a backup email. Just make sure your account's secure because there is still the ability to delete an account. So you don't want anyone gaining any access to that. Now, it does show you which email is logged in with in the settings as well. So you can always kind of know. You don't have to worry about which one did I do. And so that's the most important thing. And actually, it's going to make you do that. It's going to make you link your account right when you come in. If you try to click on the bottom left where there's the little Alliances tab. When you open this up, we already have a whole bunch of the BOG alliances going. We've got Esports 1 and 2, Warriors, Guardians 1 and 2. They're filling up quick. A couple important things to note. There's only 25 members currently. This is only maybe temporary. We have talked to the team and they've mentioned that maybe it could even be up to 100. So we'll like to see. You can invite people, search for their name. It'll also show you people kind of ranked by trophies. That's pretty cool. You can take a look at your requests. So if you have the alliance on private, you'll see requests here. If you have it on public, anyone can join. And then of course, there's just the members list, which has everything. There is different roles, but currently right now, the only one that's working is Commander, and you can only have one of them. But obviously there's a few more roles that we can go through here. They're just not implemented quite yet. So that's really cool to see. So alliances are definitely the big thing. It's basically just the basics. You've got the creation, the member management, the requests, that's it. So the alliance chat is over here, except it's not really available quite yet. So you can see it says online 1 out of 23. You'll be able to tap to type here, but it doesn't come up. So obviously they're still working on that. Now, another huge aspect to the update is single player missions. And as far as I'm aware, I'm the world's first to complete the last mission with a 3-star, so pretty proud of that. A ton of fun. I'm actually enjoying even redoing a lot of these. You can see that it says headquarters level 10 is recommended for this. Definitely go through these. This was a blast. I really enjoyed the design. Whoever made these on the development team, I think did a really good job. There's different loot available too. You can see gold or oil. And because my gold was maxed, you can see I didn't even take all of the available loot. So when my loot was maxed, it doesn't take it all. So that means I could always go back later when I need more loot and recollect that, which I thought was pretty cool. But one thing I noticed is down at the bottom, it does show Sapphire, 0. And for anyone who's wondering, the reason why I have Sapphire up there, the developers gave me some to kind of help me test some things and do some streaming. You still can't get Sapphire, so just in case anyone notices that. So Alliances, the big thing. We got single player missions, but look at all the buildings and structures. They're so different now. I mean, this is what HQ8 looks like. This is what level 10 stuff looks like. So you can see there's almost more of a gold, and that's why it's kind of mixed because I have some level 10 gold storages, level 10 over here, level 10. Also the sounds, they really added a lot of really cool sounds as well as death animations. So when the troops die, they kind of like phase out, which is really cool. It adds a lot of engagement to the attacks. And Mira can now go to level 45 at HQ8. And I believe she can go to 35 now at HQ7. So if you were already maxed at 30 before at HQ7 during the beta, you can get her up another 5 levels. So get on researching that right away. Also, there's a new troop that they added in, which is Skyfire. He's a lot of fun. He attacks anything. And he goes in the air. So he's really good at picking off like motors or turrets or things that can attack air. If they're kind of just hanging out by themselves, it's really good just to drop him in there. He'll take them out. They're a little weak, but they're really more of a support unit, I guess you could say. And I've been testing strategies with whales and him and kind of figuring out how that works. Marines are still overpowered. They're kind of the go-to. But now when you take a look up here at top left, you can kind of see rankings for alliances. So it's kind of funny. There's Nancy, up there. We all know him and his HQ 10 base. But basically it just puts everyone in a list based on their trophies, which is really cool. You can see Bog Esports is there. Trophies aren't so important for us. It's mostly people who just want an esports position in the clan, or sorry, the alliance. And then we've got Warriors down here, which is starting to fill up. And then Guardians already filled up all the way. And then we had to create another one. So we're just going to keep doing this. We're up to over 400 members. So obviously with the 25 limit, there's going to be quite a few different tiers. I also like that it shows that I made the, these in El Salvador. So I can kind of see like top 100 based on my region if I want, or I can hit global. There's also going to be a top players and a My League tab coming soon. But here's another big thing. Look at the top right. You see the 70 rubies I have? Yeah, we can get rubies now, but it's only testing during this beta. So it's not real, I guess you could say. But the way that it works is when you 3-star a base, you get 3 rubies. When you 2-star a base, you get 2 rubies. And if you only get 1 star, you get none. There's also a daily 24-hour limit of 50 maximum rubies that you can acquire. And that's it. So basically I had 20 prior, I got another 50 for the first daily limit. And some people, if you had a little bit of extra rubies, it's because you were doing attacks prior to this forced update. The reason I say forced is when you try to log in, it's going to make you do this update. So they had already kind of implemented it on the back end, so technically you were already getting some ruby, which is kind of cool. And you can see, like if you go over here, you can kind of see some of the prices and stuff now in your proper region. I couldn't see this before. So my Apple account is attached to Canada, so I can actually see the prices in Canadian for Sapphire. I'm really happy with this. Doesn't seem predatorial. The highest tier is like $100 US. You don't got some $250, $500 packages for microtransactions. I think a lot of people are probably going to do the top 3. And, and for example, like let's say I wanted to do the 99-cent one. Well, to finish my troop training time on 194 Marines is only 55 Sapphire. That's actually pretty reasonable. So I'm not sure if this is exactly the rates that we're going to be seeing come global, but I'm quite happy with that. There's also this other kind of announcements thing that sounds like it's coming soon. I like how they added Mira up on the top left of the profile. Things just look a little bit cleaner. Same with the collectors, like the icons for gold and oil are different. You can kind of see when I force collect here, they look a little different.
I want to play.
So yeah, I'm super stoked about this. But on top of all of this, we now have official news that the TGE is going to be February 6th. So they're syncing everything up. Global launch, TGE's coming right after. This is going to be quite a ride. But this update is massive, guys. There's still things in here I'm kind of figuring out, and new effects they added and new sounds. But alliances, linking your account, the solo player missions, and for anyone starting new, there's a tutorial. So for a lot of us who've already, have our base kind of well built out, we're never going to see that tutorial until global launch, but there is a brand new tutorial when you first start the game as well. So thanks so much for watching today. We really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. We are covering all things Mavia. We also started off our stream on Kick. We'll have the link down in the description below. Definitely be sure to come and join us so you can watch us stream Mavia from time to time. Actually, I'm doing quite a bit as we get towards global. And I'll be covering a lot of the high competitive stuff with esports, alliances, especially once we get wars. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. See you all in the next video. Cheers.